Hi, I'm Doug.
And I'm Cathy.
Join us as we follow the moon. Today we want to take you on a tour of a new Thousand Trails park. In other words, new to us.
That's right.
Our original Thousand Trails resale membership that we had didn't include this park. We just did our upgrade and we now have access to 3 flags in Wildwood, Florida. It's located just off of Interstate 75 in Sumter County, and we want to take you a tour of this park. This is our first visit in, and we hope you enjoy. So here we are on State Route 44, approaching the park, and here's a map of the park. You'll see a front section and a rear section. We're going to actually take you through both sections of the park.
I actually have another favorite.
That's a recurring theme, isn't it?
I know.
When you enter the park off of 44, one of the first things you notice is the landscaping. Everything about this park is super clean and super well maintained. You can really tell somebody really has some pride in this park. It really is nicely taken care of. Now it's one way running all the way around the outside of the park, so when you come in you bear to the right. Right there on the right is the office, and just beyond the office you'll see white privacy fence over there, and that white privacy fence encloses the pool. Not the largest pool in the world, but it's really nice, really pretty.
One of the things that I noticed, or that I feel about this park, is you do feel like you're more in the country than in some of the other parks.
There's quite a few trees in the park. The area on both sides of the park is pretty natural land. This area on the right is a pasture land. There were cows that we saw and heard several times through our visit.
I've also heard there's other critters out there.
Yeah, there are. There's armadillos. You come out at night. We also heard that if you hear the bush rustling, be careful, it could be a wild boar.
Or they're little piglets.
Yes. They said the piglets are cute, the adults not so much. Now, as you go towards the back part of the park, you'll see the larger numbered sites are towards the back. Again, just where the road divides, everything landscaped, everything looks really, really very well taken care of. Not just with the grounds, but with all their facilities. Now we'll come right on back here, and the green building you see there on the right is their recreation center. And this is kind of the bridge area between the front of the park and the back of the park. And so this is kind of in the middle for both sections.
There seems to be a little bit of a creek goes between those two sections. You don't see it so much. The road, it's not really a bridge, but if you look down off to the left, you see the water, and then it goes around behind it.
Now inside the rec center, there's a little reception area. The sign there that says restrooms, that's actually where their shower facilities are also. It's a TV area. The blue area at the end is the billiards room. There's a big TV on the wall. There's a reading area here in the front. And there's also a separate card room on the end of it. There's basketball court, a huge fire pit that's all ready to go. There are horseshoe pits, and out along the road are a few holes of miniature golf, in addition to the pickleball court.
And there's a lot of grass. There's a lot of green areas in this one.
And everything very well mowed, very well maintained. Now we're going to go around the loop of the back of the park. And all the sites are grass. There's a few sites, I believe in the front and the back, that do have some concrete patios. One thing to watch with this park is not all sites are 50 amp. So if you do need 50 amp, my best recommendation to you is arrive as near the noon check-in time as what you can, because they are kind of a first come first serve on the 50 amps. They don't pre-assign spaces, but when you arrive, they'll tell you what they have open that fits your needs. It's a little map with golf tees that they use to keep track of it, and it's a system that seems like it works out. Now, right between those two trees, if you drive right on back, there's a fenced-in dog park.
Look at the shade.
And the happy dog.
Yeah.
And we're going to go right on around the back of the park. It appears that there's a second row back there that is for RV storage behind what you're seeing here. These spaces do seem like they're maybe a little bit narrower than what the sites in the front of the park are. But again, you still have trees, you still have some good shade. And if you don't want to be around trees, there are areas in both sides that are open.
Yes. We're kind of the, one of us likes shade and the other one not so much between us. We try to get something that's half and half. Works for both of us.
This particular time we did get one with quite a bit of tree cover, but I will have to give them credit that every tree in there is well above the top of the rig. We don't come near scraping anything. And now we just made a right here. This is going to bring us back out to the road we came into the back section on. There's one dumpster right here for the back part of the park. There's also one that we'll show you here in a moment in the front part of the park.
This is actually a little bit smaller park size than many of them that we've been to.
Yeah, and I don't have the map right in front of me, but I believe it's somewhere just over 200 sites. Now you'll see the rec center there on the left as we're coming back. The building that's on the right here is laundry facility, and it does have a couple of restrooms there with side entrances. The laundry facility, washers down this wall, dryers down the other one. All of them are $2 per load, and they all take quarters. They do not accept credit cards, and they don't have a separate card that you have to buy. It's all on quarters.
Now, those bathrooms did not have showers in them, but another one did.
Right, the one in the rec center.
And it also, I will say, it shows on the map that there are restrooms up front. We have not found them.
Yeah, somewhere up near the pool, and we have not located those. Now we're in the front section of the park again. And coming up here shortly on the left will be the dumpster for the front part of the park. You can just see it there coming up on the screen. They're not big dumpsters, but for as busy as what the park was, they weren't overflowing either. They were out this morning blacktopping a few potholes in the blacktop that have opened up over the winter. It seems like every time they see something that needs to be taken care of, they're right there taking care of it.
Another thing that I noticed about this one is there aren't as many park models that we've seen in a lot of the other Thousand Trails.
Coming up here on the left is the dump station. Now the sites are all full hookup. Like I said, some are 30 amps, some are 50, but they do have a dump station here if you need it. And rather than take the exit, we're going to come on around in this island in the middle that you go around when you first come in. I thought it was kind of interesting. There is a time capsule right here in the end of the island that's been buried. Can't imagine what all they may have put in there. And we're going to bring you back around to this space where we're parked. And as we do, anything special you want to add about the park?
Just that I really was comfortable here. I really liked it a lot.
It's, for being near the main road, it's just off of 75, just off the Turnpike. It's nice and quiet. It surprised me how quiet it was.
Yes.
And we're going to drive you up and down a couple of the roads. The ones on the outside are one way. The ones in the middle are both directions. So
there's a lot of grocery and restaurants close by too.
yes,
Just down the road.
they are probably within 5 miles of the Brownwood section of the Villages. So if you're coming down to the Villages or to visit somebody in that area, it's very close by, very easy to make connections there. But this gives you an idea of the part of the park that isn't as shaded. And this is just 2 rows or 1 row in front of where we are, and we had complete tree cover.
Yeah.
So we do want to thank you for coming along with us. We hope you've enjoyed taking a tour of this park. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, we certainly appreciate it if you consider doing that. And if you did like the tour today, be sure to give us a thumbs up. We really do appreciate that.
And thank you for following us as we follow the moon.
Thank you for watching this video. We hope you've enjoyed it. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel and be sure to ring the notification bell so you'll know when we have new videos listed. Also, be sure to check out our blog at followthemoon.us and also our Facebook page at Follow the Moon and on Instagram at Follow the Moon Travel. Thanks.